Compressor Guru!
Today we're going to talk about economics, not world economics or household economics, but compressor economics. This was inspired by the LE20 episode we did a couple weeks ago when we took the crankcase oil pan off and it sounded like glass breaking. And when we sat down and did the math on it, it was over $7,000, and that wasn't all the parts it was going to take to rebuild it. It was a $9,000 new pump. Customer ordered a $9,000 pump. Everybody's happy. But that episode has caused a few phone calls, a couple conversations, comments, and emails that drove this episode. The financial aspects of rebuilding or not rebuilding a pump. Normally, we look at a pump and we're going to use a widget pump. Widget brand. You know, we're all familiar with that from the economics class and the fictional widget. And so we're using a widget brand pump today. And to buy that pump brand new, it's $1,000 US dollars, by the way. It's $1,000 US dollars. And you send it to me, and we tear it down, we evaluate it, we measure the crankshaft wear, we measure the cylinder walls, and we determine that all it needs is the overhaul kit, which is your valve disc and your rings and your bearings. Depending on the brand, it may have a few other things in it, and the gaskets, of course. And we charge $280 labor, the kit's $250, $30 for oil. So to rebuild the pump that needed rings and a valve disc is going to be $560. That sounds pretty good. So $250 for parts, $280 for labor, $30 for oil, and it's definitely worth fixing. So it's definitely worth rebuilding. If it's less than 66% of the price of a new pump, it's almost automatic. You don't even think about it, you just do it. Same pump, same problem. You send it to me, we tear it down, and it needs a cylinder wall. There's a scar in the cylinder wall. And instead of only needing rings, it needs the cylinder wall. And instead of just needing a valve disc, it needs a complete valve. Our parts now go up to $386, but our labor goes down to $250. You go, wait, you're charging less to do more? We're not doing more. Because we don't have to hone the cylinder wall, our labor actually drops down a little bit because we're selling a new cylinder wall. $30 for the oil. We put her back together and you're at $666. And that's not the devil's number. It's just a scary number. But it's still 2/3 of the price to pump and definitely worth rebuilding. Okay, same pump, same scenario. It comes into my shop and we tear it down. Still needs a cylinder wall, still needs a valve body, but the crankshaft has major wear marks on it and it now needs replaced. The crankshaft adds $84 to the price of the rebuild. It is now $750 to rebuild that machine. And you go, well, that's over 66%. And so we're not going to rebuild it. Wrong! We're going to rebuild it. Well, it's going to be the customer's decision because the price is getting up there. But I would still recommend rebuilding at 75%. Because two of the major wear items in that machine, your cylinder walls and your crankshaft, are now replaced. There are other wear items in that machine, but at 75% it's still worthwhile. So we have two numbers that we've concerned ourselves with, 66 and 75%. Let's say that same pump comes in, and instead of just needing the valve assembly, the cylinder walls, the crankshaft. The crankshaft went bad because it had a bad oil pump. The oil pump's not rebuildable, and that oil pump's an expensive pump, and it's $200. You add that to the labor and the oil, you're at now $950 to rebuild a $1,000 pump. That's crazy. Why is that crazy? Because there's still items in that pump that have age on them. Your connecting rods, your wrist pins, your other valves. There's 4 valves in this machine, let's say. It's a hypothetical. So let's say there's 4 valves in that machine. You only replaced one of them. They're liable to, those valve bodies are apt to wear or break in the future. The connecting rods are apt to wear or break in the future. There's other parts of that machine that haven't been replaced. So even if you put $950 in it, it's not a new machine. Guys, this is where the value of this channel, the Compressor Guru, and why you should share it with your friends. Like, subscribe, comment, and give me a thumbs up or even a thumbs down. But this is where the value of this channel comes in. You can do so much of this work yourself now, because with the Ingersolls and the Quincy's and a few others, we have walked you through step by step how to fix your machine, how to rebuild your machine. These are, you now eliminated that $250 or $280, and suddenly, even if you have to put $750 in a $1,000 machine, you're rebuilding it yourself. You save the labor, and it's still worthwhile because you have completely rebuilt the machine, with the exception of a few wear parts inside that probably are going to last you a lot longer. There's value here, and the value in this channel is the education I'm giving you. We've been doing this 44 years. We're coming up on 44 years, and we're sharing our knowledge with you. Yeah, we're selling you parts. We're glad to do that. But we have seen a lot of very old machines be rebuilt by our customers now. And it was economical for them because they have the knowledge that we share with you on this channel. We have well over 100. I don't even know how many videos we have up. But every video that we put up, with the exception of a couple videos of some old friends, old biker friends, every video has been educational. And we're here to help you. We're here to teach you how to fix your machine. We're here to, this is actually telling you when not to fix your machine, because there's instances where I've had customers have to go to the machine shop to get cylinders oversized or crankshafts turned down to an undersized, and it becomes a prohibitive financial venture to do their machines. One of the other things that we're teaching you is, I'm at $80 an hour shop rate and road rate right now, and I'm downright cheap in the compressor industry. I don't know what you value your labor at, but when I'm working on my Harley, I know what Harley charges to do work. I don't consider my labor when I work on my Harley. So anytime you save the money on something you can do yourself, and quite frankly, I like working on my Harley. I like doing compressor work too, but I don't charge for working on my Harley. But I save that money, and I don't consider that even part of the equation. It's just something I like to do. Over the next couple episodes, we're going to walk you through some other things about economics. In the next 2 episodes, and I'm not sure which is going to come first, but we're going to explore the minefield of used compressors on Facebook Marketplace, because I just saw one I thought about buying because it was an extraordinary machine at an extraordinary price, but it isn't for the homeowner. It was an industrial machine. We're gonna walk through that minefield, and it is a minefield because you can get blowed up on some of the stuff. And the other one, we have a 325 that we're not going to rebuild. we are going to part it out, and I'm going to go through the economics of that compressor has more value to me being parted out than me putting it back together and waiting to sell it. So those are the next couple episodes coming. The camera wife has been extraordinarily quiet. I don't know what's up. I don't know if I'm in trouble.
I'm sleeping.
Oh, okay. Anyway, this is the compressor guru and the camera wife who's tapping her fingers waiting to go out to dinner because it's our anniversary. We were married in 1985. We're up to 20 happy years, folks. So, she's shaking her head. I'm now in trouble. Anyway, folks, thank you very much. God bless. Have a great day. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Comments and in-person conversations and emails have motivated this episode. Thank you. Have a great day. We do not have merch aside from t-shirts, but I want to thank a viewer that sent me this cup. She went and she figured out, I got the whole process. I heard how the whole process worked, but she took and got a Yeti cup, which is a very good cup, and figured out how to make a stencil on a Cricut and put the stencil on and acid etched it till the paint came off. And I have a beautiful high-end cup with the Compressor Guru logo on it. Thank you. Watch your mail. There's something coming for you. Viewers, you don't have to do this, but I got to tell you, I really appreciated this, and thank you.
That coffee sounded like it had ice in it.
It's not coffee, baby. I don't drink coffee. Coffee will stun your growth. Imagine I'd be 5'2" if I drank coffee, like my wife.
Thank you for watching this episode of The Compressor Guru. Please hit like and subscribe and use the notify bell so you will know when the next new episode is released from The Compressor Guru. God bless you and have a great day.